Hey everyone, it's Ray with Tarot Living. Guess what I have here? This is my Victorian Romantic cards that came in the mail. I bought them from eBay, and look at how cute that is that the person wrapped them up in wrapping paper. Isn't that totally adorable? So I'm actually going to open them up. And this box is so cute. And there they are. My new Victorian Romantic. Isn't that awesome? And there they are. That's just a sneak peek. I'm going to do a review on them right now. Stay tuned. Hi there, thanks for joining. It's Ray with Tarot Living. So we're going to do a review of the Victorian Romantic Tarot, but before I do, I just wanted to remind you, don't forget to subscribe because I have lots of videos on card deck reviews and card meanings, and I've got a book review that I'm just putting up as well. And also go to Facebook and like my Facebook page. It's under Tarot Living, and I do card draws and card meanings and also post the videos there so you get them right away. Okay, so let's do this review. I tell you, I've been waiting to do this for a while because I actually filmed when the cards came in, and then I was too busy to actually do the review right at that moment. And I tell you, I've been waiting to do this for quite some time. I love this deck, and it is one of the most beautiful decks I've actually ever seen. And I know that's very subjective, but it is. So Victorian Romantic Tarot is by Bubba Studio. It's printed by Bubba Studio. And the creators are Karen Mahoney and Alex Yukolov. And this is actually the second edition, which I believe was printed in 2012. So the first edition is now, of course, not available and very pricey. I think I saw one for $4.50 the other day on eBay. And I certainly wasn't interested in that, although, you know, as a collector, I would like first editions of everything, but that's just not going to happen all the time. So I felt that the second edition was perfectly fine for me, and I was able to find it for about $85 on eBay. It's been out of print for a while now, so you can't get it through the Bubba Studio website. It actually says that it's out of print. So, and I think that's been going on a while now. I think they only print X number of, you know, cards, and then when they're done, and then I think they go ahead and maybe make a third edition. But there were some changes from the first to the second. I believe the Lover's card, and then there was, I think, which card was it? I want to say it was the Eight of Cups. I can't quite remember which one. There was one card for sure that they changed it completely, and I think Two of Cups as well might be a little bit different. So anyway, there's a few. You can read up on it, which changed between the first and the second. But I'm very happy with my second edition, and I'm, you know, have no interest in paying $450 for the first one. But here are the backs of the cards. You can see them. The cards have very much kind of a light finish. You know, it's not a heavy laminated finish. Very nice matte finish, and the card size is really, you know, a little bit taller maybe than a normal card size. It's almost 5 inches. It's about between 4 3/4 and 5, and I believe they're about 3 inches across. So really nice tarot card size, and you can see they've got the gilded edges. Look at that. This, of course, isn't the whole deck. These are just the ones I'm going to show you. I absolutely love this deck. So let me tell you a little bit about it. It's definitely kind of from, you know, Victorian imagery and is a collage-y, you know, kind of art, but really, really well done. And that's the first thing about it that makes it, I think, such a successful deck. And successful meaning that it's just beautiful, and it actually is a nice deck to use. I mean, it has a border, but the border is really very kind of unassuming, and it's a soft white. It's not a very bright white. It's actually quite soft, and the lettering is really nicely done with the gold. So you can see the Five of Wands, and that happens to be one of the cards that I really like. So there's the Five of Wands. Oh, where do I begin? There's so many beautiful cards. And I'm not going to be able to actually scan every single card and put them up for you because of the time factor issue. But there's the Two of Wands, so you can see the two trees behind, or the wands, or the two kind of shrubs, I guess. I'm not sure how to interpret that, but it's pretty neat. Here's another one. The Star card is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I think that's a gorgeous card. I'm just going to show you them randomly, the ones I really like. Oops. Obviously, I'm not very good at the card holding, as everyone knows. The Six of Wands is absolutely fantastic. I love that card. And Ten of Pentacles, to me, extremely well depicted. Extremely well depicted. Five of Cups is one of my favorite cards in the deck, of the woman who looks, kind of alone, and the cups have been turned over. And there's two cups kind of behind her, beside her. And this is one of my favorite cards, is the Tower card. Look at that. Just the sea and the tumultuousness of it, and how, it just looks like everything is topsy-turvy, and I just love that card. I guess that's a little bit of lightning in the sky. I think it's a really neat depiction of the Tower. Three of Cups is great. Very celebratory. Three women. Looks like they're in masks at a party. Eight of Pentacles. The fellow's working on his pottery work. Very kind of tedious work. Seven of Pentacles. The woman is, has grown roses and is going to be able to harvest her roses at some point. Ten of Swords is pretty neat. Now this card, I want you to see this. So Ten of Swords, there's a fellow who's dead in the water, and then I think his spirit is rising, and then you can see that there's almost like an angel who's wrapped up in the waves, who's coming to take him away, or something along that depiction. I mean, you can depict it, or you can describe it as you want, but that's a really neat card. Six of Swords is fabulous. I just want to show you a court card. King of Pentacles is great. And look at this Moon card. Love the Moon card. Just very dreamy, very watery, very, feminine. Eight of Wands, I've gotten to know this card quite well. It's showing speed. I think that's so neat. There's so many I could show you. I love at least 3/4 of the cards I'm really fond of. Like, that I actually see them now, I recognize them, and I'm just really fond of them. It's the Eight of Cups. Two of Swords is really neat. Look at the depiction of that Two of Swords. I think that's fantastic. The Fool is totally adorable and really well depicted. Two of Cups. I think this is the one, I can't remember for sure, but I think this is one of the ones that might have been different in the last deck. It's fantastic. Five of Swords is totally cute. You see how they're, which, I mean, it's not supposed to be a cute card, but it's kind of a neat depiction where they're having, like, fighting, and maybe somebody's bullying somebody, and the Justice card. Seven of Wands is fantastic. I think the fact is there's so many great cards in this deck, and it's such a beautiful deck, and the quality is so great that, it makes you just want to have one. Like, it's just so wonderful. You can definitely get them on eBay. Four of Swords. Hierophant. He's teaching. Six of Pentacles. I hope this helps just to show you a bunch of them. Chariot is pretty neat. Let's see. Five of Pentacles. I really like this one. And the Judgment card. And here are the lovers. There's actually a bonus card. So there's 2 lovers cards. So I hope you can see both. I can't see anything right now, but there's one on this side, one here, and so you can choose one. I think I've been using this one. But there's the other one. So one might have been in the other deck, I'm not sure. Okay, so let me show you a few that I maybe not so fond of, or, there's not very many. It's actually, one of the elements is the aces. I'm actually a real fan of not having people with the aces. That's just a personal preference. I just like when there's a card, the aces stand out from the other cards because the other cards have people. So I don't need people in my aces. I kind of don't like that as much. So they have women in the aces, women or people. So here's the Ace of Swords, and so she's sitting with the one sword. Like, I think the people, they're unnecessary in a way. Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. That's just an example. I don't need the people in my aces, so I guess I don't find them to be fabulous. And then here's another one. Like I said, the list is not really that long of the cards that I think, I don't love. But this is 4 of Pentacles. And it's okay. It's just that I'm not seeing in there, aside from the square images at the top for a 4, and the square, the sharp edges of the throne behind, it looks more like a court card to me, I guess, in a way. So it's just maybe not speaking to me. And this is kind of just funny. I might find more that I don't really love, but I wanted to show you where the hair could get a little ridiculous on some of these. So the collaging of the hair is pretty crazy. It's like they put a big hair wig or something on somebody. 4 of Wands is quite different. It's celebratory, but it's different, and I don't mind it. The Knights and Queens and Kings, I'll just show you a couple, just so you have an idea. So that is the Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords, that's not bad. I mean, I think that's a pretty good depiction of Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles, people have heard me say this before, I'm not really that fond of pages when they look too mature or too experienced, and he looks rather pensive and rather mature for a page myself, especially Page of Pentacles. It's actually one of the most, it's Earth of Earth astrologically, and so it's the most nascent energy form to me. And so usually I like them to look rather innocent for the Page of Pentacles. And King of Swords, he looks a little less authoritarian than I would probably depict. So again, I think probably, if anything, the court cards are a little wee bit off the mark for me. This is a really nice card. I don't like the collaging in it, but I think the depiction of the Hermit is great. The Sun card is really nice and bright and kind of sweet. I like that one. The High Priestess, I don't think I showed you that. That's a pretty cool card. So I hope I've shown you, okay, one more, the Empress. Really nice with children. I think I've shown you enough that you would get an idea of how beautiful this deck is. I mean, if I have any, negative thing that I could say about it, it would just simply be that I don't know if the court cards kind of give as much of a characterization of the qualities of each of the court cards as well as I would see in other decks, or as I would like to see. So that might be the thing that sort of holds me back from maybe using it in every single reading, right? But I read for myself with it, and here's the Knight of Wands. That's a nice card. But I tell you, this is one of the most beautiful decks I own, and I cherish it, and I will continue to cherish it for many years to come. If I want to just have like a really meditative moment with myself and just grab a card, I just feel good, you know, feeling these cards and looking at these cards because they're just so incredibly beautiful and so well done. So I must say that. Also, when you're buying them, there's always apparently the Baba bend, I've heard. There's a little tiny bit of a bend that can come with these cards, and see how good mine actually are really good. And I was so worried about it because I don't like cards that have too much of a bend. But mine, look at how fantastic they actually turned out. And I put them in the box in one way and then the other way. I don't keep them in the box the same way each and every time. So I'm trying to take care of them. And it's actually going well because they're really maintaining just a little bit of a bend, but you will find that they may have that. So, you know, just when you're shopping, you know, just make sure that you've got photos of the cards and make sure that you know what you're getting. And, you know, of course, make sure they're in good enough shape of what you would like them to be. And here's the little white book that comes with it. So I just wanted to let you know that as well. So overall, I know you have to get it off eBay, but I still wanted to do a review anyway. The box is absolutely fantastic. It is cute. It works great. Again, a very matted finish. It is fantastic. It is an absolutely beautiful deck. 2 big thumbs up on that one. One of my favorite decks. So thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. And don't forget to subscribe. Take care.